Okay, so I re-looked up how to do the thing. It's not that bad, if you know how, but it's just magical techno wizardry. Um, so yeah, it's re-import Smurgle. Yada yada. We're gonna go to his pose, rotate him up as normal. Select everything with the A key. Now this is the magic thing that you would likely not know unless you're a Blender guy. Because yeah, it's just Control plus R that gets you this menu. Control plus R, and you just hit XYZ Euler to set that. And yes, for kicks, we'll also do the old thing I was doing: insert location, rotation, scale. I think that'll be all that we need. Moment of truth. Yeah, we have our T pose. Our T pose has not been deleted. That's all that we care about. And we can do this process that I showed earlier. Go to the first frame of the animation, hit M, then while hovering over it, hit Control plus M to be able to change the name. Zooming in and out with the mouse wheel on these frames, make sure I get the first and last frame. M, hover over this F49, Control plus M, stand. And now we just grab all the animations again and we should be good. That is just stand again. I did not get walk. That's all I was missing, was just that Euler thing. That's what magically makes our T-pose stay. I did not want to walk again. This thing that keeps messing me up is when I go back here, like, the old stuff is selected. I have to click in here once, and now it's unselected. Now I can hit Control plus V. Oh, that's in stand. I want to be in export. Anyway, now I'm in here. I click once to deselect everything. Now I hit Control plus V. And I should... No, that's still walk. That's still walk. Where is my attack? That should definitely be attack. How many frames it is. Good. Just 2 more, and then I'll finally be able to show you the next step. If you haven't just skipped ahead in the video already, that's probably what I would do if I were you. Just 1 more. Stand 2. Make sure that's the last frame. It is. Okay, now we can finally go to the next step. And we're going to see how this all looks. Going to overwrite the old useless Smirkle. And we already know that we wanted it 1 time size for these sun moon models. It's just and you see he's in T-pose as the default. That's so it's not trying to animate it from a pose that it wasn't designed for. And yeah, it all works perfectly now. So something I'll warn you of very quickly is it vastly reduces the file size when we convert it to MDX, and that's what it wants in World Editor anyways, MDX. But in the War 3 model editor, it'll look slightly weird when we do this. Some parts may not move properly when we look at it in here. It might be more obvious later when we have textures on, but anyway, just the only thing I'm trying to say is if it doesn't look completely correct in here, don't worry, it'll still look correct in game. Anyway, need to go fetch the textures now. So I'm just going to demonstrate this to show the problem this sometimes has. I'm going to do it deliberately incorrectly just to show you something that you have to do. And I'm not going to bother converting them to blips yet because these are probably going to be incorrect anyway. Four materials. Did I get them all? Obviously don't want that. We'll see if I need any of those other ones. Well, that's obviously his eyes. wrap width and height. Yeah, it looks like it's blatantly incorrect, yeah. I told you I was going to do it incorrectly, I just wasn't. Some of them require you to do this extra step, some of them don't. Now you can see that's obviously laughably incorrect. I mean, but you're getting the general idea. Anyway, I'll show you what you actually need to do now. You have to mirror the textures for it to work properly. Like the last time I did this was for Parasect, because that's where that defaulted to. Yeah, if you don't mirror the textures, they're not designed to be like this. I just wanted to illustrate what they look like if you do not mirror the textures. For some random ones, you don't have to mirror them, but most of the time, you have to mirror them. This was the eyes, if I remember correctly. Nothing's showing up for some reason. Oh yeah, that's like 99% of the texture by itself. I just needed to hit wrap. Yeah, that fixed the mouth as well. So we need pupils. That's the only thing that we're missing. Other than that, literally everything is perfect. Maybe shouldn't have saved it yet, because we don't want it to merge the two eyes together. We want something for the pupils. Yeah. Looks like this is the eyeball that we want. I really doubt we're going to need to mirror that. Let's just see if we don't have to mirror that. We'll still wrap it first anyway, then if it doesn't like it, we'll unwrap it. Don't know which of the two eyes are the ones that we need to turn into the pupil. Well, not that one. Transparent. Transparent. Don't know what it wants. Additive, additive. It's probably additive. Just keep playing with these for a while. Maybe unwrap the pupil. I mean, the other way simpler thing that we can do, honestly, that makes more sense, rather than playing with this shit. You can go in here, and then we just copy paste the pupil onto that thing right there, rather than playing with this shit. I'm not going to bother to do that right now, though. But that is generally what I would do. We'll keep trying to make it work like this a little longer. Because I'm not seeing the iris pop up anywhere. Animation's kind of annoying me, so I'm just going to turn that off. Two-sided maybe. Not on this, on the pupil. But you're seeing how this is supposed to work. I just want to see through the eyes to get to this stupid little extra texture. I mean, sure, at this point we'll try mirroring it. Not gonna do any harm. Just because that's something we haven't tried yet. Yeah, I got nothing. But yeah, that was 99% of the work. You get the idea of how this works. The other thing that I haven't done, that I obviously should do, I mean, I guess I can do that on camera here. Just convert the textures to blips. That only matters for some programs and for Warcraft 3 itself. For Warcraft 3 itself, you must convert to blips, but I just didn't want to bother at the time because I was trying to make the textures work. And that one program that reverses and mirrors the textures, you don't technically need that, it's just convenient. And I guess I will get the funny pupil that does nothing. But yeah, the simplest thing to do at that point by far would just be to casually copy paste that pupil onto the eyeball texture. And there you go.